Lauren, you've got the full squad back on home soil and ready for training today. How was the international break for you and the players left behind at HPC?
For us here, we've had a really good week. The players enjoyed a few days off extra, but when we were training, it was really competitive, which was excellent. It's difficult because pretty much half our group go away on international break, so we are missing a few. But credit to the players that don't go away; they maintained their standards and was excellent. So after the Crystal Palace game, it was quite easy to keep that. Ride the high after that. So we've had a good week, thanks.
And you've got to try and maintain that high, haven't you? Because the next block of 3 fixtures is a really tough one. You're playing the 3 teams directly below you in the table.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. If I'm honest, we've had a few games where it's been difficult to grind out results against teams that are playing deep against us. But now we've got 3 games that we have to be firing on all cylinders, turning up for every moment, and that's what we thrive off. That's what the players are ready for, and really looking forward to this next block.
And you've had 3 wins and a draw from your first 4 games of the season. Fantastic start, but important to not let off the gas now and to go another gear, I suppose. Yeah,
an international break is always challenging for that. We've had this occur on a few occasions where we finished really strong at the end and then we have a break, but actually as a squad and staff we're raring to go, so we want to carry on the form that we started with, but also the standards that we had, the attacking play, the pace of play, those things need to stay in our game now and be really consistent over these next few games.
You scored 5 goals in the first 4 games of the league campaign, fewer than the 5 teams directly below you. So just how important has your defence been, conceding just once?
Yeah, excellent. And that's what we looked at when we're planning for the season, is how we make sure that we are firing at the front and firing at the back as well, and making sure that clean sheets are something that we're just as proud of. The blocks that we make, the big tackles, shutting down teams so they don't make it into the final third, as much as we are doing the opposite. So finding the back of the net, creating really strong goal scoring opportunities, and those elements, they're equally important to how we train every day. So we play a game on a Friday actually that brings out a lot of big blocks and good finishing, and it's very exciting to see how teams they go up against each other and really celebrate like the clean sheets, the big blocks, and the screamers as well.
Trip to Bramall Lane up next, and they're a side that have proved they can score goals, most notably an 8-0 victory over Coventry United. So that defence is going to have to be as good as it has been and better. Yeah, they've got some good players, and Neil works really hard, and he's got a good squad over the last few years to get to that point. Courtney Sweetman-Kirk is very notable for them in terms of she can play off both feet. She's a goal threat, and she's someone that we're going to have to make sure that we nullify. But we're going to have to make sure that both ends of the pitch are looked after, and like I said, that those standards stay high. Sheffield last year was a team that we lost some points to when we went away, so there's a bit between our teeth already. But saying that, that it's a tough league, so we're going to have to just do our best at every single game, not just this weekend. Every time we have to make sure our standards are there and we play the way we want to. And it's the league top scorers against the league's tightest defence, so it has potential to be a little bit box office, doesn't it? I think it'll be a good game. It always is against them, to be fair. I think that they've got strong players, like I say, and Neil's a good manager. So between the two of those things, it's going to be tough to go away there. And hopefully we get what we deserve at the end of the game. You made 4 changes for your last outing in the Conti Cup and put on a fantastic performance, 4-0 victory over Crystal Palace. Has that put some names into their hat for the selection that may otherwise not have been? Yeah, I think it's really important that we have the ability to have players from the bench come in and start games and then keep that shirt or potentially want to work hard enough to be able to do that. And I think that's what those players did. It was a great performance, but what I'm proud of from that actually is the fact that our bench come in and raise the standards or keep the standards as we do. So it doesn't matter really
potentially who comes in, who's out. We know that if we need somebody off the bench or somebody else starts, that what we're doing, we're all on the same page, and we're working towards the goal we want to. So yeah, really proud of those that got those starts, and yeah, it's definitely made my job harder for this week.
But it's a nice problem to have, isn't it? I suppose at this point it feels like whichever 11 players you put out there are going to put in a hell of a performance.
Yeah, because there's that competition just waiting as well, so that they know that they give all that they can for the 60, 70 minutes perhaps that they're able to, and then we know that there's quality coming in from the bench as well to finish the game off. So yeah, I really like the big squad that we've got, and the strength in that as well is really good, and you can see that from those games.
And looking ahead to Sunday now, how is the squad? Is everyone fighting fit, ready to go?
Yeah, this is the first day in with people back from international duty, and obviously we've got different ends of the spectrum. We've got Chloe, who is obviously going to the World Cup, and we've got players then that are coming back with their hearts broken. So there's a little bit of getting our heads back into club football while being respectful to those. Got to celebrate the wins and put our arms around the shoulders of those that haven't quite made it this time. But I think everybody did themselves proud on international break, so I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, I think at the end of today we'll know exactly where we are, but everyone seems to be fit. Like I say, it's just maybe a few broken hearts.
And that is, I suppose, it's part and parcel of football, isn't it? But it's particularly tough when you go up against your club teammate at international level, isn't it? Because they're going to be back out best of friends again now, but it's a challenging one, isn't it?
It is. It's an exciting one as well. We want our players to be on international duty and represent their countries. There's nothing bigger than that for them. So yeah, sometimes they're going to have to come against each other. It was a great watch for us as staff to be able to know that we've got players in quite a few of those big games and those pressured moments as well. So they've had experience of really being at the tip of it, and hopefully that can lend itself into us later in the season if there's something that we're playing for, and they can reach out to those moments where they remember the big pressure moment and bring it back to us and teach us some lessons as well.
And a couple of your younger players were on international duty with the Young Lionesses and the Wales under-19 side as well. Fantastic for them at that age to be getting that experience away from club football as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Naomi and Alicia with the 19s is a great tournament. It's a tough one when they go away for these for the 19s, because they have 3 games back to back, and look, I think they've done really well, and it puts them in the next chance for the England 19s to be able to go and get to I think they're in a World Cup year, so I hope that they get a really good experience and continue with the path that they're on. And then same with Tiana with Wales. They were in a really tough group in Group A, so she's had a tough time out there. But again, a great experience for all of them, and yeah, really pleased that they're all back now as well.